My previous record is about 71. Yeah, 72,434. That is the team I used, right? This is the team that I thought would take me to the promised land. Well, we are changing the team up completely. Hello everyone, welcome back to the channel. I'm Matt Capper, and this is another video on Watcher of Realms. We had some technical difficulties during my recordings, but I'm going to do my best to get you what we're doing here, which is the road to 80k, to see if APOC 2 we can finally get over that magical barrier. So let's get into the team, the comp, the runs, and the afterthoughts. It is what it is. Sorry about the intro. You live with it. It's how it is. I wanted to try to do something at the beginning. Ooh, look at the beginning. And then it didn't work out the way I wanted it. But that's fine. That's how we learn. I'm keeping it in there so you can see my personal growth on the channel. I don't know. By the way, sidebar, I do have a travel channel called A&R Travels that will be producing content very shortly. We've recorded it. It's going to be several videos. I don't know how many people got. I hope you guys are interested. Amanda and I doing our videos on our travel, and the first one is our in-depth review of the Disney Wish. So it's going to be a multi-part series on the Disney Wish, and then we'll see what happens after that. But I just inviting you to that. I'll probably leave a link in the description down below so you guys can check that if you want. But now back to this channel. I did 2 runs. I'm going to show you both runs. We're probably going to have to speed them up because the audio was messed up on the first one. The second one, I'll speed up to the point where I come back and I actually talk, and we'll see how that goes. Or I'll probably just splice in where I start talking near the back half of the fight. It'll make sense when you see it. So basically 2 runs, road to 80k. Here's the team. Now the original team you saw in the intro is an infernal team, but because I pulled Arrogance, I thought, well, I got to pull Arrogance. Because we pulled 3 copies of Kigiri, and at the start of this week I pulled one of those soul stones that you can't use on lords, but you can use on legendaries. And I mean, it was a debate whether I put it on Lust or Kigiri. I put it on Kigiri for his A3. I think either way it probably would have been a smart move. I think both answers are right. I thought, okay, we're ready to go. We've got the team. Now, I know from my APOC 1 teams, he doesn't stun enough. I don't know what other people do to make it work, or they just tank through the damage that they're going to take, because he don't stun worth a dang. But Helga does. So I've got Helga in the team, and here's the team, and I'll go through the gear. Real quickly, artifacts. We've got a 25 Tear of Twilight. We've got a 25 Tear of Twilight. We've got a 19 Captivation of Burning Desire. We have a 25 Wailing Skull. We have a 10 of 10 Demonic Relic. We've got her exclusive, which is a Raven's Crest. Torador has got Bloodlust Phylactery. Is that the right one? We could probably put him with more bulk, but hey, why not? Let's give him extra damage. Why? Who cares? Why not? Probably should change that. I've got the Astral Obelisk maxed out for Constance. We've got Elowen in a Euphoric Orb. We have Golden Scarab maxed out on Pharisee. And for our second run, we have Carnelian that we sub in, and she's in a Golden Scarab maxed out as well. So there's the team. There's the artifacts. Let me show you the gear on them. We've got Praetus sitting at 22,162 at a 1.6 attack interval, 288 crit damage. We have our Alistair at 17,726, 1.1 at 320 crit damage. We've got our Lust, which by the way went up about 7k just by getting the bond skill. Just so you know, 16,608 attack, 1.2 attack interval, 273 crit damage. We've got Arrogance, total attributes at 19,632, 1.3 at 314.5. We've got Kigiri at 21,075 at 355.5 at a 1.4. He is in Infernal Roar. You can see them all. We've got Infernal Roar. We've got Soulbound Arcana. We've got Soulbound. We've got Soulbound. We've got Infernal Roar. I just basically, whatever I could make for the best pieces is what I used. Keep in mind that I do have, of course, a good set on Silas as well. Let's see, we're Helga. So this is not what I ran Helga. Full disclosure, I don't have a copy of what I had her in before. She was about a lot less attack and a lot less crit damage, a little more survivability. I was really just using her for the stuns. I did this for future runs because I think a little more damage from her will definitely help out my comp overall. But she's really there for stuns. She's going to do a little bit more damage with this getup, but it's not going to be crazy amounts, just so we're on the same page. Tordor, we do have him in an Invig set and high HP. We really didn't push him for much damage. Constance, we have her in an Invig set. We can afford to put her in an Invig set instead of a Glacial set because Tordor is tanking the Falling Rock. We have Elowin in an Invig set. Again, I guess you want to see the 16. We did push for HP to keep them more survivable. 16k, 231 attack speed, and 94 healing effect. We should try to make balanced, but to make sure that they all had some good health. You see Pharisee the same way. 34k, almost 35k health, 16k attack, 224 attack speed, 121 healing. And then Carnelian, 29, 5, 9, 3, 15, 7, 5, 7, 1.5 attack interval with 100 healing effect. So, again, just tried to make them all. She's so low HP, sometimes it's scary. But, we're just trying to make them all as survivable as possible. And so, just to preface this, actually, I won't even preface this. I'll show you what the two runs are and how we improved between the two runs or not, and whether or not we hit that magical 80k. So without further ado, let's get into the actual run. The runs. Both runs. Two runs. Just roll the tape. All right, so here we go. This is going to be a 6 tile or 4 platform, if that makes sense. 6 ground, 4 platform. So let's start putting our guys down. We're gonna put the star of the show here. Then you see the 6 we have for spots. So I want to make sure we get everyone where they need to be. We can put you here, I think, and maybe Constance. No, Constance has to be right here. I don't know if I like that. Let's restart this. Restart. I think I want my most important damage dealers clustered so that I get the most out of Constance. So why don't we instead put you here? Put you there. We'll put you here. We'll put you here. That gives me 3 ground that I can do, and that gives me 3 ground. So either way, yes. Then we'll put you here. And then we'll put you here. Oh, but then she can't. Oh my God. All right. So again, you there. You there. You there. You there. You there. You there. You. Nope. You're more important. You there. You there. You there. You there. All right. Let us see what we can do. So I kind of got screwed here, but I did make 77.8. Now I'm not going to keep that because I think I can easily hit 80 just by some tweaks of health. And we don't even get to see. Do we not get to see the damage? Oh, we get to see the damage here. So yeah, holy crap, that is so crazy. How much damage he's doing here. You see the top is Praetus, right below him Kigiri, and it's close. And then even here, 145k out of Lust, 116 out of Arrogance is actually, I think that's low. That's probably, I mean, one thing, he's not fully booked either. Like that's why I didn't need so many skill crystals. 120 from Alistair's about what he was doing before. He was doing a little bit more before, but I know I had to sacrifice some of his gear to spread the wealth, so to speak. And then everyone else is pretty much where I expected them to be. I will say the HP healed here out of Constance is a little bit concerning. I guess she doesn't have an AoE burst heal, so she's just healing some of the time, I guess. Interesting though. I'm not going to put my video back on here. I don't need to block anything, but you see we're much further than we were before. We are fully alive at the same point we kind of had our first crash out. The big difference is I swapped in Carnelian for Arrogance. I was a little bit concerned about doing that, but it seems to have paid dividends. I've gotten through that point with only a slight bit less damage, so I'm pretty happy with that. I'm a little off on my timings now because I wasn't sure how I was going to get through that last piece. But definitely this run's looking a lot better. Still plenty of opportunity for it to fall apart. So, but yeah, just having that extra security of Carnelian's basically get out of damage jail free card does make all the difference. I even actually had Kigiri not get healed, and therefore he died, but he was saved by Carnelian, and then we were able to use Carnelian and Pharisee to make sure that he stayed alive once he kind of had that get out of jail free, for lack of a better term. So overall, really happy with this change in comp, I think, which is surprising because again, thinking that Arrogance was the key and finding out that maybe he wasn't the key. Maybe actually it was just survival, right? Just being able to have a free survival piece there is the actual way to go. I don't know about the damage in this next phase. This is the one kind of scary part for me, is I don't know if I'll make it through this next phase damage wise. That's going to be the big question mark. That either we stop hitting the mic. I'm sure that's very loud for you guys, but yeah, either we have the damage here on this next phase or we don't. And if we do, we'll probably break 80k, and if we don't, we probably don't break 80k. So I'm about, I think I was about 15 seconds different than my previous run on the last round of this this shield monster, which I am a little bit confused on, only because he's getting cleansed, so he shouldn't be that much tougher, and yet he still seems to be. Not sure what that's all about, but he still seems to put up a fight. So, because all he ever has is the one shield, and that one shield does get cleansed out. So damage-wise, he's not absolutely devastating me. He's still doing some pretty good damage. He still has 3 stacks, right? But you see everyone kind of gets healed up by the time he does his next mode. And I think I'm just going to save everything literally for her inspirations. Rather than trying to cycle Praetus and Kigiri on this round, I think we're just going to try to make sure we can get everyone on board here. Lust still too slow, but 148. Yikes. Okay, let's get everyone. Damage still isn't that worrying. I think we're doing good. I don't know if we'll make it through another turn, but we don't have to for our 80k. We would have to for 120. I don't know where 120 comes from on this team. A lot more pulls, I guess. Here we are going to use it. The inspirations should be given those two. Oh, must have already ran through, I guess. That seems a bit suspect, but okay. Again, we have to wait for lust. We're at a minute left. I think we're in pretty good shape here. Lust is up, so let's get everyone going. Oh yeah, we got this. I won't even have to use him. We're good. Right here, dead. All right, with 33 seconds left to go. I don't know if we get through that another time, but really we're just looking for that 80K. So we're just looking for 80K here. If we can get it, then that's more than enough. This is pure survival mode for me. Come on. Let's get some damage going through. Okay, not yet. He's going to do a little mode here where he smacks us. And so I'm going to use that there. That should survive. We can use her as well. Everybody live. We can click her now. Ooh, that is so close. I don't even want to use her ult now. I can. Just doing everything we can to survive here. We're not even going to use Constance here. We're going to hope that she helps heal people as need be. We're over 80K, baby. We're over 80K, and we stopped the last poison. So, all right, let's just see where we get. We got 80K. We're saving this run. This is great. I can bring the camera back because now I'm happy. Oh my god, that shrivels the you-know-what's into the body. That really shivers the you-know-what's in there. But hey, like, we didn't even die. Like, I don't think anyone died that run. I don't think we even needed the Carnelian. Her heals, crazily enough, were the kind of the helper, which is not something I thought I would say, is that her actual heals, not her stop the death, but her actual literal heals. So I still don't think we got 120 out of this, but at least we can see where the next, and I think it's just going to be damage on the next round. I think we'll get damage here, but I worry about the damage on the next round. And we can save people. We have enough heals here that we can literally save anyone from death at this point. And I don't even think I'm talking about Carnelian's get out of jail free. Is it look at these little spins? Is that the little spins? Did you see them around his head? Is that the moment that he's going to be immune and that we might have to worry about Let's use her heals here. I don't know how much damage. Yeah, that's worth it. That's a worth a heal. $88K, hey? $90. That's like we crushed. Just putting him, just having Kigiri here, and obviously that means switching over from to Nightmare, a 3-team Nightmare from uh 3-team, maybe a 4, no, a 3-team Infernal has brought me, because Kigiri brings the cleanse plus the pure damage plus less better damage now with Arrogance. Everything here is just, it's just great. Like it's just a different. Oh, I didn't even need it. We killed him. So now here's the do I have enough damage check. And I think the answer is no. We got it at 33 seconds before. So I I'm suspect. And we trigger everyone off here. Oof, that was a hit. I think I have to cycle these, get as much damage as I can out there. But I do have to wait for Lust on this round. I feel. I believe I'm only supposed to use this ultimate, this extra damage, when I have stacks of true damage. I can't remember if that's correct though. I may be dreaming that. Like maybe a fever dream. Um, this is gonna be touch and go. If I were a betting man, I'd say I don't have enough damage. We're not gonna wait for Lust here. Getting full inspiration damage with Praetus up is too much to ignore. We'll get her on the back end here. Because it's just about to disappear. I don't know if that, again, I don't know if that's actually right. It doesn't look like the damages are. Let's get him up again. $40. Jesus. $26. Oh my god. We did it. Whoo! Whoo! We broke 100. I'm still like, this is even scarier at this point because I don't know. I don't know what I've got. I don't even think I want to touch ultimates. I think I just want to be ready for those heals. We'll save that for the next round. God, 35 stacks right off the. That was close. We didn't burn a stack. We didn't burn any of those get out of jails though. So that's That's a big deal. I'm going to pop down the idol here. I'm going to use her ability because she's going to come with that weird pop. We're going to be tight on damage, too. Jesus, 25 stacks of poison. This is where everyone dies. Oh! Let's heal them. Keep them alive. Oh, there's a death. There's a couple deaths. Oh, God. Oh, there's a death. 2 deaths. Oh, come on. Ah. Mommy. Mommy. Okay, we gotta run inspiration. We gotta go for it. We gotta go for it. We got him. We got him. Just drop some heals. Oh, can we? Oh, my balls are in my throat. This is crazy. Whoo! Let's get you back in the fight. Whoa! Where did that hit come from? Well, I'm screwed now. I don't know where that hit came from. Like, there's no way that was in my radar. I'm going to miss it by like... Oh, this is going to hurt. I could have had it. That was close. It's because I still had the poison stacks. And now I can't do anything to stop the ultra damage. So we're dead. 115. Well, I think I can do 120, but I'm going to take this. I'm going to take this because I don't want to run this again. Oh, you had to die right there, didn't you? I'm just doing whatever I can at this point. See, we still get one lie. One person gets to live. I should have put him on like the other side or something. I can't make the damage because I can't get anyone back up. Oh, that's too bad. I probably could have if I was a little smarter about how I was Running it. I almost feel like I should redo this key, but I just don't want to. Never surrender. I just was not prepared for that super slam, is absolutely what it was. If I put her over here, he gets the slam. We put him down. And then she's going to get the slam. uh, I'm really disappointed now. I'm going to be so close. Oh. Well, that was a considerable increase in my damage from my previous of 74 to 117. Let's upload it. Let's check the stats. 324k out of Praetus, 265 out of Kigiri, 241 out of Lust, 214 out of Alistair, 29,850 out of Helga, 12 from Tordor, and then actually 7. I didn't even know she dealt damage. 7 out of Carnelian, and of course the 3 pure healers. Definitely the comp that I'm going to stick with. We were so close to 120. Part of me thinks I just made a mistake by keeping that one. Only 3,000 off. Feel like I could have pushed that, but that gives me a chance to give you content again later. So thanks for watching. Wow. I feel like I messed up on that too. Hey, we got a Titan Slayer. We got an achievement. Ooh, what we got? It just so happens I have it in it. So we get in it. That's cool. What else did we get? Oh, look at us. Look at us, like a great American hero. Well, let's go give in it his little bonus. Let's awaken him. I don't know if that really matters, but okay. There you go. So I don't know. Here's the two things, the two thoughts I have now. I think I need Alistair in there because that's gonna boost the that's gonna boost Praetus. I think if I get more skill stones, right? I'll be able to get like this. Inherently will make these guys better. I could move Arrogance in for Alistair, but I don't think that's the right move. Like I said, I feel like Alistair's reduction plus his damage reduction plus his the fact that he's boosting the whole Arbiter team. I feel like that just doesn't make sense to do anything but all damage plus 50 for each time divinity is consumed. So, that's a big deal. For every one faction ally present deals true damage equal to 100% of the Lord's attack to random enemies 2 times. Verdict of Truth 1. Verdict of Truth 2 for every faction ally, and final verdict for every faction ally. So the fact that we're putting 3 allies on the board as opposed to 2, that makes that a big deal, I would say, for overall damage. And I don't think Arrogance is going to make that up, especially when Alistair's doing pretty good damage. Will Arrogance just one-on-one do more damage? Yes. But again, he needs books too. So I think what we do, I think we stop booking him crazily enough. As good as he is, I think we hold off on booking him. We finish booking Alistair, or sorry, Kigiri. Kigiri getting hit that soulstone, using it on him. Of course, he's an ancient exclusive, so I was gonna use it on one of my ancient exclusives anyway, and it was gonna be basically him or Ardia, and Ardia would have only gotten her promotion or Awakening 2, which is attack, which is nice, but it's not Awakening 3. So it made sense. I'm happy with doing that. I'm happy that that's the way I went with that. It, in retrospect, it's a no-brainer. At the time, it wasn't, because also I could have put her at A5, and I think that was the big. Do I put Kigiri at A3 or do I put her at A5? I think my next one actually goes into her at A5, but yeah, overall, I think we're really close there. Man, I feel like I should have probably held off that key and did it again to get the 120. But at the same time, man, that's a pretty strong increase. That's a pretty good increase in my overall damage. Looking at 74k, going to 117, so close to that 120. I'm third on the team. That makes me feel good too. I don't know if everyone's gone yet. Oh no, not a lot of people gone, but I think putting a lot of damage up there, and I think these guys will probably give me the gears for hitting 117. But when you look at the teams I'm up against, so let's just take a look, because I think I have these teams in my wheelhouse. What's the difference between me and Educated Potato? He's got Arrogance in there at A5. He's got an A3 Lust. So my Lust is better than his, but it's not an Awakening that's that impactful. If I get her at 5, that would be a big deal. But my Kigiri is better than both of these. I think that's the big deal. The fact that I was able to get 3 Kigiris and then get that stone to bring him to an A3 Awakening, that's making up a ton of the damage here. But so they've got 3 Pharisee, Alistair. Who am I putting? Oh, because of Helga. So now here's what I don't understand, and maybe that's what I got to look at. We'll maybe try that in a subsequent week. I'm using Helga for the stuns. Well, so is Contains Calf. Contains Calf has Jira, that's a 4th Arbiter. That's a big deal. So I would pull Helga for Jira in a heartbeat. But she's using Helga too. So who's he not using? He's not using Torador. So he's probably using a beefed up Constance, which I can do. I do have a Constance that I can place a glacial set on, and she works pretty much. The only thing I don't get is that 10% inspiration on one of my nukers. But very interesting that. The difference between Educated Potato and I is he puts Arrogance, I put Helga in. I don't think I survive without Helga. I don't know how he has the stunts, frankly. Maybe he just tanks through the Beast 1. Maybe just because he only has to do it once because he's killing him so quickly. But I probably would be dying through that. His Arrogance is also an A5, so look at that. Like, my Arrogance would be down in the 170s, one probably. It would definitely not be this high, and yet my Kigiri would be this high. And you saw how even though I was less, my Praetus was doing a lot more damage than his. So that's interesting as well. We're both A1s. Interesting. That's interesting. So I'm giving him 11k damage between me and Educated Potato, and it's Helga for Arrogance. But the way that the damage breaks down is clearly his Arrogance. If I had an A5 Arrogance, I think you probably just do that. His early damage is probably through the roof, is what it is. His early damage, you got to remember, I'm basically taking Arrogance out for Helga, and Helga's doing no damage. That's the other thing. Maybe I could increase her damage for it. So I'm taking 30 million. I'm taking 200 million and replacing it with 30 million. Well, that 200 million, because a boss has set damage, other than that brief time when he's down and he's vulnerable, all that damage is just being distributed here, which is why you see my top damage is higher than his top. My second and my third is very close. If you look here, 285 minus 300, the 265, 271, 265, 250, 228. So basically all the extra damage that his extra nuker does. If you look here, most of that damage I'm just taking into my Praetus. So that just shows you how much my Praetus is just soaking up that extra damage. It's interesting. It is really interesting. Also, Cheeky, it's interesting to see him. He's using Leia, and he either he doesn't have a lust or he chooses not to use. I assume he doesn't have a lust. Otherwise, man, that would be a shameful moment. Cheeky with a lust easily gets the top chest. Because I don't think he needs Leia. Although, he's also... No, he's using Pharisee. So he's using Leia. He's got 4 healers in. Well, 3.5, I guess, if you get with Constance. Interesting. Anyway, yeah, I'm just rambling on at this point. What do you think? What would you suggest? I know I've got 120 in that team. But I am curious as to what you guys think. The one tweak I have to do... if I was paying more attention, I probably would have gotten the 120 anyway, because I'm pretty sure I would have been able to cleanse, but I wasn't. I was just so shocked that I made it. But also, do I dare take Helga out and put in Arrogance? And B, or do I keep Helga in, and do I make a... Like, do I build her as a full damage dealer? Do I try to min-max Helga's damage? Is that even a thing? Like, she's skill maxed for her stuns. She's awakening 0. I bet you awakening 1, yeah. Of course. But I mean, her artifact, she's got her exclusive, increases single target damage by 15. That seems like, when the ultimate activates, restores rage, that seems like a good thing to have. But her gear, definitely I can do better on this and still keep her probably survivable. Right now we're looking at 32k, 16k attack, 242. I'll let you know next week. You have to wait. I'm going to rebuild Helga. We're going to try to go to that avenue, see if we can eke out some extra damage out of her. I don't know if that's enough. Do we get enough during those downtimes to be able to tick into 120 before we die? Is it going to make enough of a difference? We'll find out. Let me know what your thoughts are. Maybe take some bets. I don't know. And as always, thank you for watching. Please be kind, be safe, and we'll see you in the next video.